Welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
Man, it happens every time. You know, we talk about a story like Diddy, and then before the weekend's even over, there's more coming, man. So we had another hot Diddy week.
Hot Diddy week. So it is the year of our Lord. It is the 24th, right? It is the 24th of May, Friday, May 24th, 1924.
And we're not a hip-hop beef podcast.
We are not.
But it seems like lately there's been a nice little subset of hip-hop beef.
Well, this hits me in a different way, Jones, because, like, Sean Puff Daddy Combs was one of those guys I listened to when I was younger.
Okay. So you were like a Diddy fan. Back in the
day.
I
I will say yes, is that I was a Diddy fan. Now, emphasis on the was, but you know, so like this is one of the people that I kind of grew up on their artwork, and it brings a different feeling. I have to look at it a little bit differently now, but I can remember to this day listening to "Come With Me" at full blast on the home stereo system. Whew,
okay.
From the Godzilla soundtrack.
I don't. Banana.
Yeah, and it's losing my mind, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect marriage. So, Jonas, what has happened so far since we last discussed Diddy?
Well, the video came out of him literally beating up and dragging his girlfriend at the time.
Yes.
So, before the weekend was even up, he put out an apology video.
Like,
I was surprised. I saw a comment online that said, if he doesn't look like he's sitting in some unextraditable ass place right now, like he was, you know, but
somewhere looking mad unextraditable. I like that.
It did not. I mean, he looked very sad in the video.
I mean, I guess. So a lot of people were complaining that he did not say the name of Miss Ventura, that'd be Cassie Ventura's name, during the video. But
okay.
There's been some recent news information released that neither one of them, as a part of the settlement, are allowed to say each other's name in the
really?
Online or in public. Yeah.
Oh, really? 100%, okay.
100%.
Keep your name out my mouth.
And fair enough. So he did apologize. He apologized to all parties involved. He said he was wild. I don't know if I'm necessarily forgiving you yet, my dude, because you did some wild-ish, and there's a lot more allegations coming out.
Just the video of what he did in the hotel is pretty wild, man. Like, really not to mention the other potential stuff that's out there, like the Epstein type stuff and like and the gay blackmail stuff and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, man. When you say Epstein stuff, you keep putting kids on his jacket. There's been like no allegations of kids.
I'm mixing him and Drake up. Sorry.
Well, Drake is a different person.
No. So
also, Cassie released a statement. She says, "Thank you for all the love and support to my family and friends, strangers, and those I haven't met." She basically just goes into.
She said domestic violence is the big problem.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I'm still going to be recovering. You know, thank you for taking it seriously. You know, I offer my hand to those still living in fear. Reach out to your people. You know, basically because what happens is women start getting beat up by their boyfriends, and then they're too afraid to say anything or don't have the money to leave or like whatever, and they get trapped. Man, that's a terrible thing to happen.
It's a very good message that she's sending out, but. Unfortunately, it is not the end for Diddy. All right,
nope.
We got more Diddy news.
Yeah, more lawsuits.
Two new allegation comes out.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about these allegations. These are what people really want to hear about anyway.
Yep. New allegations. Let's go.
All right. So the first one, Jonas, was a former MTV star. Or
a model search or something.
Yeah, she was on like a reality show on MTV. And she claims that while she was at a party with Diddy, the diddler.
The diddler.
She claims
I hope that catches on.
That you're gonna see a trend here in both of these stories. She claims that Diddy gave her narcotics and she partook of them, and then he pressured her to do more
drugs.
More drugs, and she states, and to the point where she did not have her faculties about her.
Okay, all right.
She then states that Diddy forces her into a bathroom and forces her to provide him with
fellate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Forced fellatio. Okay.
Yes. So this young lady says is that, you know, he then put her in a cab, sent her home, and that she said she woke up at home and she felt violated. But here's the thing with this case, Jonas. She also claims to have a special piece of evidence, which is that she has the dress with the seminal fluids from 20 years ago that
she has the Lewinsky dress?
Essentially,
she has her own Lewinsky dress.
She has kept the dress in her closet under plastic, and it is admissible evidence for this.
Can they take a 2-decade-old sample and?
Bro, forensics is crazy now. You know that.
Yeah.
We can do carbon dating on your spunk and figure out.
Spit on the wall, and 25 years later, they're like, you used to live in this apartment, and there was some spit. We took it. We matched it.
Yeah. We can tell you can have a low sperm count from some scrapings, all right?
Your T was low in 1997.
But either way, Jonas, as far as like, how do you feel about this first allegation? What is it giving to you?
I'm a guy who's very big into consent, probably more than like I should be sometimes.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's just like I like to be extra cautious that people are enthusiastic. Yes, like to me, like a all right isn't even yes.
So you're saying if there's any gray areas, probably best to not do it.
Yeah, like you're saying yes because I can tell that you want to do the thing. Like. You're not drunk and saying yes. You don't feel coerced to say yes. Like you're excited to say yes.
And like we can say is like, if you're Diddy, you're a millionaire, billionaire, depending on, where you are in his career, you're used to probably getting a lot of enthusiastic yeses.
Just the fact of who you are. Just like, I mean, he's probably, I guarantee, I'm sure famous people all the time, they literally could just pull it out and people are like, let's go. Yeah. Because it's like, people are just want to sleep with a star. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, it's. So
what I'm going to say is that, I mean, like, honestly, if you're saving a dress for 20 years with cum stains on it, fam, I kind of think that.
That had an effect on you?
I kind of think that it had an effect on you, and I don't know.
It's like she was just waiting for the day to feel strong enough to come out about it, and now there's like
Yeah, you're not wrong. And the last thing I'm going to do is sit up here and say is that she's out for the money, because we've already said that I already said that one time when I was talking about the Cassie Ventura stuff, and we see is that she was really going through some shit. So I'm going to believe, I guess I would say I'll keep until we see a definitive answer. Because on the same note, I don't want to believe every accusation, but I'm going to trust her words at this point.
The iceberg effect is real.
Yeah.
And the little bit of the iceberg that we finally got to see, very brutal.
It substantiates the other stories.
Well, yeah, now it's like, did he prove that they aren't telling the truth?
Yeah.
Because the video comes out of you being brutally assaulting your girlfriend in the hallway.
Yeah.
If you're doing that in the public forum of the lobby of the hotel, what are you doing behind closed doors, bro?
Exactly.
You ran out in a towel and kicked and pulled the woman down and drug her down the hallway.
Insanity.
In your room, who knows, man? But anyways, there's even another one.
There's even another one. So there's another college student that says that in the 90s that Diddy was, I'm not exactly sure. What did it say?
They were in the studio and she smoked laced marijuana or something and then forced her to have a relations with her.
She said that she woke up like the next day naked and confused, and she is now filing another claim. So it's like when you have something, and then you got like the Little Rod case. So these are so far 4 different cases. One was settled, obviously, and we got the Little Rod case, which is the one where the guy says that Diddy touched his thigh in the studio,
right?
And also, didn't pay him for his work on his albums. In fact, the newest Diddy album, which was actually good, but who the hell can listen to that ever again?
Right.
We have that case. We have the case where the lady kept a dress for 20 years and she was essayed. We've got the other lady who was essayed in the 1990s, the college student. I just don't think that that's the end. I feel like over the weekend we're going to have to do another episode on Monday.
And not to mention the big case where the FBI is raiding your house about like sexual blackmail and other stuff like that. That's a whole different level of that's almost like RICO shit. It's like because he's planning it to I'm sure to get people ahead in the rap game. Back when he had all that power to when he was controlling a lot of stuff back in the day. Yeah. Dude, it's wild.
It's hard not to look at the evidence look at the amount of cases, and not just say it's like, I don't think everybody's out to get you necessarily at this point.
At this point, I don't think it is, man.
And you got to be like absolutely insane, or Nick Cannon to still be in this guy's corner at this point, man. He's got a lot he's got to answer for.
Well, here's the question that I have: what does he have over Nick Cannon? Because if Nick Cannon's out here supporting him, he probably has something on Nick Cannon.
Now, look, man, there's a lot of allegations that he was doing some gay-ish.
Yeah, he's like, Diddy, please don't tell on me. I'll say you're a wonderful man.
And there's nothing wrong with doing gay-ish. There's nothing wrong with doing gay-ish.
I mean, with as many kids as Nick Cannon has, we know he's at least bi.
But if you're going to do gay-ish, you're going to get these jokes, right?
What?
That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna do gay-ish and lie about it, you're gonna get these jokes.
Okay,
right?
All right. I don't know
like,
what that means, but
if Diddy comes out tomorrow and says, "Yes, I had gay freak-offs," nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, cancel Diddy because he's gay." You know, F slur. That's not the world.
Oh, I
anymore.
see what you mean.
It's like you can still get that off, but you're gonna get jokes. We're definitely gonna make fun of you. He's gonna get rap lyrics written about him. Like definitely people gonna be like, "No, Diddy." It means
Yeah. Yes.
Either way, BBO Drizzy. I don't know, man. I can't stand behind Diddy, man. He was never my hero, but he was somebody that I looked up to as an idea of like excellence in the rap community. He has classics. He's been a part of rap history. It's sad to see another one of our Titans fall, man. Especially to something so serious. Like we're talking rap beef and all of that's just hearsay, but when the ish is actually true, when you actually get to see the demon behind those eyes, that's when you really come to terms.
What's the saying about heroes?
Yeah.
Like you meet your hero or whatever. It's like you get
never meet your heroes,
or something. Like it's like
or you be the hero long enough until you become the villain.
Whatever it is, it all bad, But like, but the hero is the villain the whole time with just a Scooby-Doo mask on.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't idolize anybody.
I don't.
When
people like sometimes like
fucked up.
It's so funny. Like they'll like like when you do like work like icebreakers, people will be like, "Who's your hero?" I'm like, I've never fucking had a hero. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean a hero? Like, I've never like idolized. Like, I want to be like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, and I feel you. It's like I've never really had that either. But there was definitely people who looked at this man. There's people who entered the music industry, who decided to start businesses, who saw this man as an entrepreneur, who saw him as somebody who gave back to the community, which he's done a lot of those things.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
So
like, he was inspiring to a lot of people because people thought.
There's definitely shades of gray, man, but we can't abide by this ish. And if anything, I'd like to say that I'm proud of the hip hop community for being so critical of his behavior, because in other aspects of this world, when a person is brought up on serious allegations, we see people who turn a blind eye to that shit. And I'm proud of the people in the rap community for keeping their shit in line and saying, hey, look, I don't care if he is a legend. He's still out of here.
And I want to clarify something I said earlier. Like I said that he looks sad, but I feel like he looks sad because he got caught.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he looks sad, like, oh shit, I can't pull off my stuff anymore. My reign of terror is over. Yeah. Like it doesn't look sad like he was sad for what he did. It looked like he was just sad he like can't go out to the club tonight.
I just want to see Russell Simmons come up from behind him and put his arm around his neck. That's a deep cut, John.
Oh, damn.
You got that one. I don't know if you got that one. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
Oh, yeah.